The first thing the true heiress Alice did after being reborn was publicly punishing Benjamin. Immediately after, she also taught the fake heiress Jessica a lesson. Ever since Alice was reborn, the principle she adhered to was, if you can act, never waste words. In her previous life, Alice, for the sake of family harmony, always tolerated Jessica in every way, but the other party wanted her to disappear forever. Alice only learned before dying that Jessica had a superpower. Everyone in the family could hear her inner thoughts. So Jessica used this ability to wildly stir conflicts between Alice and the family, so that when the family saw Alice in danger, they remained indifferent. Perhaps even God felt pity for Alice, and she was reborn on the very day her parents found her. As soon as Alice realized she had been reborn, she heard the servants mocking her. Little did they know, Alice had decided not to tolerate it anymore, and she immediately slapped one of the servants. Only then did the servants realize that Alice was not someone to be bullied. But when her mother tried to hug Alice, she pretended to be very frightened. At that moment, Alice discovered that she could also hear Jessica's inner thoughts. She heard Jessica say, "Alice looks very fierce. She will definitely be bullied by Alice." After the family heard this, they immediately scolded Alice, and her brother even slapped her. Alice did not get angry. Instead, she took out a medical report and explained that her adoptive parents often punished her, so she was diagnosed with a psychological disorder. Once she said this, the family felt full of guilt, and her mother, with a tender heart, said she should not have lost Alice back then. After saying this, she ordered her brother to apologize to Alice. Seeing her scheme fail, Jessica glared at Alice viciously. Alice then recalled that on this very day in her previous life, she was framed by Jessica, and her father angrily punished her. But in this life, her family, in order to make up for Alice, gave her many jewels and clothes. But this provoked Jessica's jealousy, and she even used her thoughts to tell the family that she would give up her place for Alice. After saying that, she got up and left. But the parents were too busy talking to Alice to pay any attention to Jessica, and in the end, only her brother sided with Jessica. The next morning, as soon as Alice walked to the dining table, Jessica pretended to be having an allergic reaction. After her brother checked, he found peanut butter in Jessica's bowl, but the family knew that Jessica was allergic to peanuts, so there were no peanuts in the house at all. While the family was puzzled, Jessica thought to herself, she saw Alice go to the kitchen earlier. It must have been Alice. After hearing this, her father immediately punished Alice and ordered her to kneel and apologize to Jessica. Alice, reborn for a second life, had long expected this kind of situation, so she had the doctor come to the house in advance. After seeing the doctor, Jessica panicked immediately and told her mother she was fine and didn't need the doctor to check her. The family, worried about Jessica's health, insisted she undergo the doctor's examination. Her brother also said that after Jessica was checked, he would kick Alice out. But the family never expected the doctor would say that Jessica was not allergic at all. Alice questioned Jessica why she pretended to be allergic. Was it to manipulate the family and get her expelled? Jessica then put on a look of grievance and thought to herself that she loved the family too much, and that the reason she pretended to be allergic was only to attract the family's attention. The father and brother chose to believe Jessica, and they said one after another that Jessica was their real family member and no one could replace her. But the mother no longer trusted Jessica. She directly avoided Jessica's hug and turned to go back to her room. At night, the mother asked the father if he felt Jessica had changed. The father thought so too, because Jessica had never lied before. After hearing their conversation, Alice realized that Jessica's true face was about to be exposed. The next day, the parents had Alice intern at the company and told Jessica to take good care of her. But how could Jessica be so kind? When Alice arrived at the company, Jessica made the colleagues mock her, saying she came from the countryside and was not worthy to be at the company. Alice directly revealed Jessica's identity and reminded the colleagues that she was the company's legitimate heir. The colleagues had always believed that Jessica was the true heiress, but now they realized that they had been used by Jessica. Jessica stopped pretending and angrily said at tonight's banquet she would make Alice pay. When Alice arrived at the banquet, Jessica told her fiancé Benjamin that she had been bullied by Alice. Benjamin immediately felt distressed and tenderly told Jessica that he would protect her. Alice smiled, and asked Benjamin if he had read too many fairy tales and imagined himself as a prince. Benjamin, embarrassed and angry, actually poured the drink on Alice's head, but Alice was not angry because she was waiting for Jessica to reveal her true self. When Benjamin poured the 5th cup, Jessica quietly told Alice that she wanted to take everything from Alice. Jessica thought Alice was scared, but as soon as she finished speaking, Alice kicked her into the swimming pool. When the family arrived, they pitifully hugged Jessica, and the father angrily ordered Alice to kneel and apologize. Alice, puzzled, said she had done nothing wrong, and asked why she should apologize. The father immediately wanted to disown Alice, but at that moment, Alice pulled out a voice recorder.